Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Alan Bingham, aka Sax-bit. I've got another tutorial video for you today for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Today's stage is stage 3-1, Entwined Fates. This is the first stage that you get to use Kenji and Kumari fused. It's kind of a tutorial stage in and of itself, sort of like reuse test, which is stage 1-1. But it's a fun stage. This is in the S++ hard mode category. I'm basically living in that category, it seems like. I guess maybe I'm a sicko of some sort. But anyway, though, let's go ahead and go over the requirements real quick. The time requirement, which should basically be irrelevant because we're speed running this, but I believe the time requirement is like 2 minutes and 45 seconds or 3 minutes or something like that. The total kills requirement is 70 kills. The kill streak requirement is 45. And let's see, there's only one collectible, which is a crystal skull. So thank goodness for that. Collectibles are kind of a pain in the butt when you're speedrunning S++, either normal mode or hard mode. And the challenges you have to hit, number one, do not get hit. So you can't be doing any nice little tricky damage boosting or anything like that, like you normally would with speedrunning. So no damage boosting because you can't take damage. Number two, you've got to chain 10 hypercharge attacks in a row. And that only happens in one specific spot in this stage, so don't screw it up. If you do screw it up, start the run over, unless you just want to get practice for the latter part of the stage. And the other requirement is to gain hypercharge from a spider weapon by using a spider weapon. My preference is the Kama. I think the Kama works really well with this stage and many others for that matter. But anyway, though, so those are the requirements, and let's go ahead and get on with the video. If you notice, there are 3 flies that pop up, but you only need to guillotine bounce off of 2 of them. So that's that. Yeah, it's 2 kills right there, but you're also speeding through it by just jumping over 2 of them. Now coming up, there you've got this little switch right here that you're gonna have to hit with Kumari's kunai, but then you're also gonna have 2 green flaming skulls coming up here. You can kill these 2 flaming skulls in one swipe after you hit this button. And roll, 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 short hop. And that's another thing with this stage. There's going to be a lot of short hopping because there's a lot of spikes you got to weave through, a lot of ceiling spikes. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. Now, right here, you're going to be. I used to just climb across this ceiling, and it was super, super slow. So in order to avoid that, like you're not going to climb, like you're only going to climb this first little bit of the ceiling. You're going to drop down, and you're going to guillotine bounce off of a fly, and then another fly, and then you're going to guillotine bounce across these enemies coming at you just across the way. And once you get to the point where you can land on the ground, you're going to do a sword slash on the last one because the guillotine bounce does take a little more time than a sword slash would. So here we go. Bounce, 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 slash. And then if you notice, okay, so I jumped right to the back and I shot a kunai to the left and I hit a skull off screen. Like you couldn't even see it. But there is a skull that's off screen and you have to kill it in order for this purple skull to pop up. Now we are going to be kiting this thing through a good chunk of the level, probably close to the halfway point of the level, if I remember correctly. But we want to just move. We want to book it. So just keep on going. And then right about here, you can roll, fall off, roll. Actually, sorry, I lied to you. That purple skull we killed a lot earlier. There's another skull, a green skull, that's going to follow you for about half the stage. But anyway, though, as you can tell, let's just watch how I did this. So I did a Kama to kill that one enemy, and then I shot a few kunai to break the pink orb, then kill this enemy, and then kill that purple skull. And then I guillotine bounce off of this skull, and then another skull up here, and then get on the side. And then right there, like I want to kill those 2 flaming or flying whatever these things are as quickly as I can, and then I'm going to guillotine bounce off of that. And then Kama that guy, so that gets our requirement for getting hypercharged with a spider weapon. Get that guy with a comma, get that guy with a comma, break that, and then there are those two skulls, actually. Sorry, I was wrong again. There are two skulls that follow you for a good chunk of the stage, and that's where we kill them, because rather than waiting on them, you're in this situation, after you grab this crystal skull, you're already having to go this direction anyway. So at that point in time, it's most convenient to kill them with just a couple of kunai. Anyway, so we're just going to roll through here, and then kill, 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 jump back and kill, and then roll, 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 and then kill this guy, kunai, and then guillotine bounce off of that one. And then just go through there, slash, slash, slash. And let me point something out, too. I know a lot of times we like to roll as much as we can, but I found if you roll and try to jump over this thing, you're going to hit the spikes. Like, for whatever reason, it gives you like more forward momentum, but not enough height. So that's why I just straight up ran towards this thing and just jumped, because I want to be able to clear this without having to grab the ceiling or something. But like I said, if you try to roll jump into it, you are going to hit the spikes, period. Anyway, but you're going to roll over these spikes, go through there, and then this is the spot where you have to chain the 10 hypercharge attacks. So the order that this is going to go: pink's like pink hypercharge with this skull, blue over here with this guy, and then 2 more blues, and then you're going to jump up and hit another one of these guys that's glowing pink. And then turn around after you kill him, and there's going to be a flaming skull that's also pink. And then you're going to have a blue skull underneath some spikes that you can actually hit it. And I used to let it just come to me so that I could roll through the spikes after killing it. But you can actually you can kill it. You've got just enough reach to be able to kill it and then roll through the spikes. Then you turn around to the left. There's going to be another enemy that charges you that's blue, so hit that. And then another one charging at you from the front that's pink. And then a skull from the front that's pink. And then a skull from the rear that's blue. And that should be all 10. So let's watch this play out. So pink, blue, blue, blue. You can do one swipe. Pink, pink, blue. Roll under the spikes. Blue, pink, pink, blue. And you've done it. And then roll off this and jump here. And then, okay, so if you remember with this tutorial stage on normal mode, it actually teaches you to use your Ragebound art here. We are not going to use that Ragebound art. I mean, it's pretty cool, but it takes more seconds than it needs to. So after you trigger all these skulls by killing him, you're just going to jump through here and just kill them as quickly as you possibly can with your sword. All right, so there we go. Then roll, 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 kill, kill, kill. And this Komori section can be a little tricky right here. And I will say I kind of hesitated right here because sometimes I just never know when this thing's coming out. Sometimes if you know that it's coming out pretty soon, you can just jump and guillotine boost off of it. But I didn't anticipate it properly, so I opted to go for the wall and then just jump off the wall instead. But because this fireball was coming at me, I ended up kind of stuttering a little bit and stalling and waiting. So to be honest, this could probably save a second or two had I guillotine bounced off of this. But anyway, see how I slid back down to dodge it. But anyway, just kind of blitzing on through here, and you can hit that switch before you even hit the ground. So roll, 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 roll. Here's another Komori section. Guillotine bounce off of this, jump, jump, jump. Guillotine bounce and hit that. And sometimes you're not always going to have to do that second guillotine bounce. Sometimes you can just jump straight and hit the little eyeball thing. But in that case, just due to the particular timing, I ended up having to do that. But yeah, shoot these things, don't jump and bounce off of them. It's much quicker to shoot them. They were just kind of blitzing through there, bam, 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 and there's going to be there's a green monster that's kind of following you, a green demon. So, like, if you notice, I turned right around to shoot it really quickly, because if you hit this thing when that demon's still coming for you, it will hit you. Even though Komori is doing her whole clap thing, she's not invincible, and it will count as a hit, so it ruins your S++ run if you do that. So you need to make sure to kill that dude before he charges you. Here we are with Kenji, and there's not much left of the stage. You're just going to roll right on through here. You got to be careful with those spikes, that last set of spikes. If you roll too aggressively, you might roll into them. So that's why I stopped right in front of them to make sure I adjusted my distance before rolling under them. Because it's not exactly an even roll pattern, so you got to be careful. Anyway, but you just got these these two green skulls and this one purple skull, and then that is the stage. You're just going to roll right off the rest of the stage, no boss or anything. Roll, roll, roll. And that's how I roll. I guess a lot like you guys are going to be eye rolling at that pun. But anyway, though, as you can tell, I got my sub 2 minute time. I was so excited when this thing came out. But yeah, I got myself 157. And one thing to point out, I did get 71 kills. It was pointed out to me that basically there's an order of operations with these things. When you're doing S++ and you're trying to hit these kill requirements, you got to balance out standing around and waiting for enemies, or what enemies can I kite, or what enemies can I just do a quick flick to throw weapons at them. And as you can tell, I've gone one over the minimum kill requirement. So is there a place, like if you remember, there was those 3 flies at the beginning, and you skip one of them. So it might be quicker for me to just turn around and kill one of those flies, which would put me at 72 kills, and then I can avoid 2 of the other kills that I do later on. If you remember, kind of that little gauntlet you got to go through early on, where I have those three tentacly Medusa things flying at me. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Okay, right here. So right here, you do have to do a little bit of waiting, because you kill 2 of them with kunai and then guillotine bounce off of this other one. I could just skip this altogether and just jump straight up and get to it. That could be another second or two's time save. So basically, if I kill one of those one of those flies that I had not previously guillotine bounced at the very very beginning of the stage, that puts me 2 over the limit, which means I could ignore 2 of these. Which means if I can find a third enemy to kill somewhere, that means I can avoid all 3 of these. I hope this is making mathematical sense to you guys. So anyway, so I think that's a way that I can improve this run. But outside of that specific thing, which is very, very, very specific, like you're talking like maybe only a second or 2 time save by doing this. I think this is a pretty tight run. It is currently, well, I say it's currently the world record. It will be once it gets verified. It's not quite verified yet, but our mods work pretty hard and for like $0, and yeah, it's a very thankless job. So mods, if you're watching this, thank you for what you do. You guys work really really hard. But anyway, though, once this gets verified, this will be the current world record, and so hopefully this will be a good tutorial for anybody that's interested in this stage. Once again, this is a great stage to try to speed run, because you're not looking at many collectibles, and you're not looking at a boss or anything like that. And it's a nice short compact stage, so it's really a lot of fun. Like, I really don't get bored going back and replaying this stage over and over. But anyway, that's enough talking. So anyway, I think that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, engage with me in the comments if you see some things that I think I can do better. I'm never too prideful to take any kind of advice whatsoever. I'll always try different things that people suggest to me, just to see how much validity it has and how much it helps me. And not to mention, I just like to talk to people. I'm an extrovert, so please engage with me in the comments. It's really a fun time to do that. But until next time, just keep on playing Ragebound, keep watching my videos, and take care of yourselves. Have a good day. Bye.